Guys who are currently watching a clip from our podcast, The Fellas, the full podcast is available exclusively on Spotify with video for free. So go ahead and follow us on Spotify. It actually helps us out more than you could imagine.
To answer your question, I love doing the clubs.
Yeah.
I love any sort of DJing, whether it's clubs, whether it's private parties, obviously doing the Sidemen birthday party.
Yeah.
Things like that where it's like I can play what I want to play because I've not got hundreds of fans waiting for my singles. I'm just playing background music to people
That's
that like
sick.
I love doing that. I love playing nightclubs. I love doing festivals, tours, the lot. So for me, anything that I can just express music, I love it.
You did the Sidemen birthday one though.
That was
would've been
great,
cool.
yeah.
How was that
Annoyingly,
party?
it was amazing, but annoyingly, I had to get off because I had another show in Cardiff. Bristol. So I had to get off straight away, and just as I was leaving, it was starting to go off. I was thinking, oh my God, like everyone's here. I would love to stay. Yeah. And I'm gutted that I had to go to Bristol. Because it was still a good show in Bristol. Sorry. Yeah. But I was gutted I had to leave to go to Bristol because it was amazing.
Because I saw on the we were out in the US.
Yes, we didn't actually get to see that.
We were out looking at Area 51 for his fucking video.
No, the way that they dressed the venue
Looked
and everything,
amazing,
it was incredible. And usually when you do private parties, it's a really shit setup and it's like, oh, you're in the corner, mate. You're thinking, yeah, great. But this was like a show. Yeah. Stage manager, lighting. It was perfect. So yeah, big up there.
I saw Maximum.
He jumped on,
and then I think JME did a little set as well. It just seemed like such a good vibe.
No, mate, like I say, I'm fuming I weren't there.
Yeah.
At the end.
And everyone was sloshed. I know my mate Harry, I think he turned up there and he was there for about an hour and a half and he got so blackout drunk he had to leave before any of the good shit happened.
Probably on this Sidemen vodka.
Yeah. Well, no, that's exactly. It was like a kind of a launch party for that as well, wasn't it? But yeah, are there any sort of artists that you have maybe on your bucket list or people that you're like, at any point they hit me up, I'm going to make time, I'm going to make sure we get a tune done?
Yeah, I think famously I've said it a lot of times, obviously Drake.
Yeah.
If that happens, amazing.
What sort of tune would you make with Drake?
I think
that man's versatility off the chart.
I've never really heard him on a dance tune.
Yeah.
And that's what I would obviously love to do. But even like his tune with Rihanna, that Too Good.
Oh, mate, that is one of my favourite Drake songs,
That's still quite heavy, as in like when it comes to beats per minute, it's like 120 or something. So it's not far off from like Lighter when it comes to like the speed of the tune. And I would love to do something like that. But I think obviously Drake, but I like working with rappers a lot. Obviously, like when we did it with KSI and most recently. I'd love to do something with Tion Wayne. We talk quite a lot, and I think it's overdue. So I'd love to do something with Tion. And for me, it's not so much, I don't have like a list of names that I want to approach. Yeah. For me, it's getting the right song. When I get the right song and we're in the studio and I'm like, that's a banger, then it tells me you need that person. You need that person. So until I get the tune, I don't know who I want. But yeah, for me, I would love to do something with Tion or Drake in the future. Hopefully one day.
That would be nice.
That would be crazy. Yeah. How often are you in the studio then? You're talking every day if you're like.
So not so much every day. I would say the annoying thing is where I live in Burton, which is like Midlands, Derby, Birmingham area. A lot of the stuff happens down south, so you have to come to London. So I'm in London a lot, working in the studio. But the beauty of lockdown is we all discovered Zoom. So like
found out this technology existed.
So we're sitting in Burton. I'm doing Zoom sessions with all these amazing songwriters and producers from London. I'm like, I'm never coming to London again. Yeah. Like, it was amazing. I was just in bed, cod on, and I've just got my laptop, and I'm like, this is amazing. So there's so much you can do from Burton. But to answer your question, I am in the studio a lot, whether it's virtually or in person. But it's hard to manage DJing and touring.
Yeah.
Preparing like the way you're gonna produce your set, and like when it comes to like I'm across everything. So when it's visuals on screen, pyro, CO2, sick. I want to make sure I've got it all on. So that's time consuming. Plus it's studio work. Plus when you're running your own tours and events and branding, because obviously Nathan Dawe is me, but it's also a brand. So it's owning that brand and making sure that everything's working right for that. And then just trying to be a normal geezer, like
Yeah.
putting the bins out
Get your
and
cut
you know,
hours
thinking
in.
I forgot the fucking bins, and now I've got 2 weeks of bins being full. It's hard to do. It's hard to do normal day life stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what it's like. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
busy.
Well, my bins
doing
get
this.
picked up twice a day, you see. So I've never quite
Twice
had
a
that.
day?
Twice a day. That is central London living for you. How mad is that? And you know what? There's not even bins that you put it out in, right? What happens is my bins come at 10 a.m., right? And then like 10 p.m. as well.
What?
Right? And what you do is, there's not, like I said, there's not like you don't open a hatch, right?
Yeah,
And put
yeah.
your bin in. You take your black bag and you rest it outside your door,
And they come and get it.
and they come and get it. And they go,
Where's
that's
this?
Pretty good to be
Central
Central
London.
London, yeah. And
It's every Thursday for me, and if you miss it, or
You're
no, I tell you what, it's even worse.
Bin men.
If your lid, all the Northerners will agree with us. If your lid is like that, they won't take it. They'll leave it.
Really?
Your lid has to be closed.
Why?
Otherwise,
Why are they so arse?
They're arrogant. It's
Really?
their time to every Thursday,
Yeah.
or Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever your day is. It's their time to shine.
Yeah.
It's like your bin's like that. It's like no, I'm going to ruin your week, and they just don't take it, and it does ruin your week because then you've got them black bin bags that get taken every day.
Yeah.
Twice a day. Stack up in your house, smelling of shit.
Wow.
For a week, no, 2 weeks, because it's 1 week. Do you even have coloured bins?
No, like I said, man, you
No.
just put it out and it just gets dealt with.
1 week black bin,
Yeah.
general waste. The week after, blue bin, recycle.
Fuck me,
That's
this
so
is a
much.
bit nuts.
So
too
if
much.
your bin's
you
like
must
that-
live in the sticks.
If your bin's like that
Yeah.
and it doesn't get collected,
You got a
then
month.
2 weeks until the black bin is now gone. So then you're cramming it in the recycle bin, but covering it with bottles so they don't see. And if they see that, you get a fine.
Really? Oh
So,
my God.
As much as I love living up north, I would like to live down south for the bins.
So you mentioned private parties.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories or things like that you've been to and you've been like, wow, like this is a fucking sick private party? Or
Yeah, I mean, there's been like private parties in like Ibiza and
Yeah.
stuff where there's been.
do they like book you, then you fly out for it, or is it like, oh, I'm already out there, I'll do this private party?
It's usually you're already out.
Yeah.
And
Is it just like these rich dons that are like, I want Nathan Dawe at my
Mad
party,
villas.
or is it like is more of like a corporate thing?
you do get that, but for me, I prefer to do things for people I know.
Right.
As in, like, not even paid. It's just
Yeah.
like, yo, we've got a villa. So and so,
mind
so
doing
and
a
so,
quick
so
thing?
and so's coming. There's a no phone policy. Do you want a DJ? I'm like, yeah.
No
yeah.
phone parties.
Can I
are
bring the boys?
sickest.
And like, yeah,
Yeah.
And you just go in there and have a good night. I don't tend to do that many private parties. We get asked a lot. It's usually like, you know, rich mums and dads that are like, it's my son's 18th and he loves you. Like,
Yeah.
name your price. I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to come to an 18-year-old birthday party and DJ.
I've heard
at
some
your house.
crazy stuff about things like that. Like artists, they'll be like, there's exactly that email that they get. They get the name your price, and they're like, right, okay, I'll do it for $100,000 or whatever, and maybe their usual rate is like 40, 30,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And the parents like, yeah, cool, all right, see you on thingy, and they're there, bro. There was one video that went round, right? Skepta went and did a show at a kid's birthday, bro. I think the guy was like 13,
Oh
14,
my God.
and it's just this video of Skepta shelling it down, and then literally you can, if you see the timings, the date that party happened, later that night, Skepta posts like a Snapchat or something, and the caption of his Snapchat is just quick 50K.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Guy rocks up, does like 4 or 5 songs.
Probably in
That's like
cash as well.
It will be in cash for sure.
That is
And I was
brilliant.
thinking, bro, this is why I need to get into the music industry, bro. I'll go and do all these fucking parties.
Yeah. No, it is good because obviously you think there are people out there that have a lot of money to waste, and if their little Johnny is
Yeah.
a massive
Loves the
Skepta
tunes.
fan,
Yeah.
and they're thinking, what a great birthday present.
Yeah.
Oh,
Name your
mate,
price,
you
and
do-
we do it.
yeah.
So we do have a lot of them requests, but I don't like to do them. I think I've done 1 or 2
Yeah.
birthday parties,
Yeah.
like private birthday parties. Not recent years, but a few years ago, and they are usually good because they really love the fact you're there.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the minute we haven't took many of them on.